Hi everyone, today we are going to do torque due to a dipole placed in a uniform electric field. Before we had done due to a dipole electric field due to a dipole at an axial point, that is 2 kp by r cube, due to an equatorial point electric field due to a dipole at an equatorial point is what, 2 kp by r cube only, right? So today we are going to see what if it is placed in a uniform electric field, it will experience a torque. That torque we are going to see. So let's see. First, we will draw the diagram properly. Let's take uniform electric field lines. Okay, we know electric field lines originate from positive charge and terminate on what? Negative charge. So we can say this is positive charge, guys. This is what? Negative charge, right? That we know, no need of writing that. So electric field lines is like this. Now we can place a dipole here. The dipole here it is. So let's consider here is what? Minus q charge, and here is what? Plus q charge. Guys, we know that it will experience what? Like this is positive charge. In this direction there will be a force. That force is going to be QE, and same in this direction there will be a force, that is what? Q into E, right? Now we can say this is going to be the center of the dipole. Let's consider the length, different length. So length is what here? L, and then what? L. This point is what? P, right? Now see here one thing, we can say net force here is how much? Net force is plus QE and one is minus QE, that is what? 0. Guys, we learned net force 0 means what? Object will be in equilibrium. System means we can consider the dipole, the system is in equilibrium. Okay, system is in what? Equilibrium. Fine. It means translation force is in what? Equilibrium. But there is one more thing here. We can say when two equal and opposite forces are acting, right, but line of action, it is not acting on the same line of action, it is not acting on the same line of action, then we can say it will experience a torque. If two same line of action, why it is not same line of action? So we can say first one is acting in this direction, second one is acting in this direction. So this is having line of action, this one, right? This positive will have like this, and the negative is going to be what? This. Is it same? This is the line of action of force of plus QE. This is the minus QE, right? So both are not same. If it will be in the same, see like this, then only we can say what? Both are in the same line of action. So two equal and opposite forces are acting, but it is not in the same action of line of action of force. So there will be a torque. It will experience a torque about center of mass. Let's write the main point, that is right, like why it is experiencing a torque. So that point also we should know. Two equal and opposite forces which is not acting in the same line of action, so it will experience a torque. A torque about center of mass, about what? COM. We can say about P point, right? So this point like which you will have to note here properly. As we learned in class 11, the torque, right? Torque is going to be what? Force into perpendicular distance. Okay, what is here perpendicular distance? That is also important, right? So distance, perpendicular distance, right? How we'll find here? Perpendicular. So if you find here force and what is that perpendicular distance? Perpendicular distance is going to be between F, that electric force QE, and the axis of rotation, and the axis of rotation. Now see, axis of rotation is this, right? This is the axis of rotation and this is the force. So this should be, this cannot be the perpendicular. See what I am saying you, axis of rotation is this, right? It is going inward or down, outward, right? So this is the axis of rotation, force is acting like this, right? So it cannot be this distance, right, of the dipole, right? So we have to take this distance, correct? It means ultimately we'll have to take perpendicular distance as this direction, right? So let's consider it is acting at an angle of theta, right? So that plus q charge will experience a torque. That torque will be how much here, guys? Now torque is equal to force into perpendicular distance, right? What is that? Now if you'll see the perpendicular distance, whenever theta is attached with any axis, that axis is going to be cos theta. Opposite of that is what? Sin theta. So we can say this perpendicular distance is going to be what? L sin theta. So we can write force is equal to QE into what? L sin theta. That is torque, right? Let's consider this is torque 1 because two torques are there. Achha, direction is going to be what? Right, in this direction, so clockwise, right? So let's take clockwise direction. Now torque 2, guys, if you will see, where is torque 2? Let's see, this charge, right? So again the same thing, the perpendicular distance is going to be this one, right? Again, if this is theta, so this is also going to be what? Theta. So this can be what? L sin theta, right? If that is L sin theta, so again we can write here QE L sin theta, and again the direction, if you will see, the torque will be in this direction, right? So we can say again that is what? Clockwise. So net torque is going to be torque 1 plus what? Torque 2. So we can say QE L sin theta plus QE L sin theta. So 2QE L sin theta. Now guys, E and then what? Q into 2L sin theta. Achha, Q into 2L is what? Everyone knows, P, right? So we can say P is equal to what? Q into 2L, right? Product of either charges and the distance between them. So that is, we can say what? Dipole moment. So we can say instead of this we can write what? P. So net torque, guys, we can write as P E P sin, first we should write both, we can write PE sin theta is equal to torque, net torque, right? Okay, so this formula we should know properly. Net torque is equal to what? PE sin theta. Or we can say net torque is equal to P cross E, right? P is a vector, E is a vector, that also we can say. Okay. Now let's see, if somebody will say, can we write this formula? Torque is equal to E cross P. Can we say this? Let's see. E cross P, if you are writing, then you are going anti-clockwise, right? Opposite of torque. P cross E, you are writing, dipole moment is -2 positive, like this direction, right? So P cross E, but E cross P is opposite of what? Torque. So we cannot write this one. We can write only P cross E. So we got the formula P cross E. Now let's see some of the questions which they asked in board as well as NEET and JEE. They can ask JEE mains that maximum torque PE sine theta it is written, right? So maximum sine theta maximum at what? 90 degree, right? So sine 90 we can write. So theta should be what? For torque maximum, we can say theta should be 90 degree or what? To 70 degree. Okay, torque minimum guys, theta should be equal to what? 0 degree or what? Sine 180 degree, right? So these two things if you will put, then you will get what? Minimum as well as what? Maximum. Theta half, torque half if you will see, theta is going to be what? 30 degree. Sometimes they ask like draw it. We can draw it also. Let's see how we can draw. I'm not going to draw all, but at least a few I'll draw. So we can say here, if you will see torque minus QE and then what? Plus QE. So here you will get 90. So maximum torque. Minimum torque guys, then what we can say? So here maximum torque. Minimum torque if you will see, minimum torque is how we can find theta is 0 degree or 180 degree, right? Achha, theta 0 or 180 both are different, right? So let's see now first theta 0 degree. So let's consider it starts originate from positive charge, terminate on negative charge. Originate from positive, terminate on negative, right? Electric field line. So text that side is positive and this side is what? Negative. So here you will get stable torque, minimum as well as what? Stable torque. If you will take the same thing but by this way, if you will take the same diagram I am drawing, this side if you will take minus QE plus QE, this is also 0 degree, 180 degree, right? Now unstable torque, but torque you will get what? Minimum here. So these are the cases where they can ask you questions like in board no, they will tell you to draw. So torque is equal to P cross E or PE sine theta. Hope so till here you guys got it. Let's see now we'll see two numericals which is completely based on JEE mains, little related with what? Class 11th also, that we are going to see. So now let's see. Again electric field is there, uniform electric field. Achha, when I'm saying uniform electric field, you can say that it is the distance between the electric field lines is same, right? Maybe here it is not same, but it should be same. Fine. A dipole is placed. So we can say minus Q charge and plus Q charge, right? This dipole is placed here. Now the question is what? It is placed at an angle of 30 degree. It is placed at an angle of what? 30 degree. And the mass of the charge is what here? M and M, right? The question they are asking, just at this moment, right? At this moment, dipole is released. If you will release the dipole, right? At an angle of 30 degree. So obviously, torque is half now. It want to be maximum. It want to be minimum. Like it will try to rotate, right? It will try to balance itself. It means again, there will be an acceleration. So that acceleration we want to find. At this moment, question is what? At this moment, dipole is released. Dipole is what? Dipole is released. Right? Dipole is what? Released. Find angular momentum. Find what? Angular momentum of the dipole. So this is the question. This is completely what we can say 11th as well as what 12th together. So let's solve it taking with different color solution. If you guys will see, the first thing we should find here is what? Yes, it will experience a torque. Torque is going to be what? PE sine theta. That is what we learned before. So torque is equal to what? Pe sine theta. But P is what here, guys? Distance, no? Distance we can take what? LL. Right? So P is equal to Q into what? 2L. And then E is E only. Sine 30 is what? Half. So we can remove this. We got it what here? P L E. That we got torque. Okay, leave the torque here itself. Now one torque you will get what? Torque is equal to, we know in class 11th you might have learned torque is equal to what? I alpha, right? Torque, the name counts. People used to say choro isko, right? So fine, torque is equal to what? I alpha. Okay, I is what here, guys? Moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. I is what here? Moment of inertia. Alpha is what here? Angular acceleration. Okay, moment of inertia is what? mr square. If you'll see from the center of mass, we will find. So I is equal to what? Half is ml square, again half ml square. So 2ml square, right? So moment of inertia is what? 2ml square. So torque is equal to 2ml square alpha, that we found, right? 2ml square alpha. Now we want to find what? Alpha we want to find, right? So now let's equate both the torque. So this, let's go. So Q into E into L is equal to what? ml square, 2ml square alpha, right? L cancel out. Then we want to find Q by 2ml, right, is equal to what? Alpha. So here we found the answer is what? 2ml square. Q by what is that? Q by 2ml is equal to what? Alpha we got. So this question, these types of question they may ask in what? JEE Mains. Let's see one more question which is related to what? SHM. That question we are going to discuss. Hope so everybody got it. Let's see. I'm showing it once more. Okay. Let's see. Next question is what again? Same. A uniform electric field is there. Dipole is placed, right? Again, charge minus Q plus Q. L distance, mass is what, guys? M. Now what happened? We just took this dipole at some angle, like we just displace this dipole at an angle of theta, at an angle of what? Theta. Now what will happen? It will try to restore itself, right? There will be a restoring torque. The same type of question, if you will see, we had done there in same type of question we had done, no? Like suppose a charge is placed, two charges are there, both charges are equal in magnitude as well as in nature, and the third charge we place somewhere in between the charges, right? Suppose 2L distance, and then we placed at L, we placed at the center of the two charges, right? And then we displaced little. Then what happened? This applies more force, then it came this side. This applies more force, it came this side. So ultimately it experienced what? Their SHM, right? So for that we found time period. So here also the same thing will happen. If you put at some angle, then it will experience that side is what? More torque. So it will try to come this side. Again it will try to come this side. Again this side. Again this side. So it will perform what? It will do SHM. If it will do SHM, then we are supposed to find what? If it will have SHM, then we can say what? It will experience a if it is experiencing a SHM, then we can say, we can find the time period of the SHM. So first we are supposed to prove yes it is what it is performing what? SHM, and the second thing is what? Find the time period of that. So let's write the question first. Yes. So if we what? if we displace the dipole slightly from a stable position, stable equilibrium position, it will oscillate with a small frequency. Then find the time period of that SHM, right? Obviously it will perform SHM. So first we know torque is equal to what? Torque is going to be what? PE sine theta. Okay, a small angle, right? Torque is equal to PE sine theta. As theta is too small, so we can say theta is going to be what? Sorry, opposite we wrote. We should write sine theta should be equal to what? Theta. So we can write torque is equal to PE theta. Okay, PE what? Theta. So we found torque. The next thing which we are going to do here is, what? If you will see the torque direction in this direction, right? But theta is opposite direction, right? Okay. So force is equal to minus of kx, right? Or else if you will write properly, then we can write like this, k minus of x, right? So same thing here, torque is equal to what? K into what? Say k into what? So we can say torque is equal to what? We can say minus of theta, right? So technically we can write torque as what? PE minus of theta, because both are acting in two different directions, right? Torque is clockwise, but theta is going anti-clockwise. So torque is directly proportional to what? Minus of theta. Second, guys, we can say A is equal to minus omega square x, right? So alpha is going to be minus omega square what? Theta, right? Okay. So now we can say here torque is equal to PE minus of theta. So torque is equal to, we know, I alpha also, right? Torque is equal to what? I alpha. Okay. So alpha is what we got here. I is equal to alpha is minus omega square theta. Minus omega square theta, that we got. So equating both the torque equation, PE, this equation, I'll equating this equation as well as this equation, this two equation, if you those two circle equations, if you equate both the torque, then you are going to get I minus, let's take out omega square theta is equal to minus PE theta, right? So this cancel out, theta cancel out, then we can say what here, then what we will get here, cancel out, then PE by what? I root under of that is what? Omega, right? But time period we want to find, so time period is what? 2 pi by omega. Okay, so 2 pi, this if you'll put here, then we can say no, I by PE. I is what here, guys? Moment of inertia, right? Moment of inertia. And torque is T is what here? Time period, not torque, right? Remember that. So T is equal to, finally we got 2 pi root under of I by PE. Yes. So this you guys can remember, like not remember actually, this you should like how we did, you understood anyway. So this was the question which I gave, that is the answer is what? 2 pi I 2 pi root I by PE, that is the time period of that SHM. So till here we can do, we'll see in the next class.